Have you ever seen a magician, a juggler, an aerial artist, maybe a fire performer? I bet if you have, it's a vivid memory within your mind. Hi, my name is Jason. I'm a master magician with Uncommon Entertainers, and I want to take a moment to say thank you. I have been asked to share my experience of, let me backtrack a little bit. See, I'm a recipient, along with my team, of a recent grant that focuses on mental and physical disabilities in life. And as a performer, maybe you can hear my accent, I was actually partially deaf as a child. Couldn't hear, couldn't speak, extreme social anxiety. A combination of a decade of speech therapy and a dozen surgeries is what allowed me to correct my hearing. And then I used magic as a way to go and rehabilitate my speech, gain the confidence to get in front of thousands of people sharing my personal story, as well as to perform. And have now been able to make a full living off magic, leaving the electrical trade 100% in order to do what I love. You see, that's why I started Uncommon Entertainers. It turns out, when we were applying for this grant, I surveyed each of my 12 performers and asked them about their disabilities, their challenges, and their hold-ups in life. And every single one of my performers suffers with a mental disability of one kind or another, from OCD. ADHD is really common among circus artists. Depression is a very common thing. Anxiety, and many severe challenges of each of them faced. It turns out that each one of us, though, has taken that challenge and turned it into an asset. For example, OCD has resulted in one of the greatest piano performers I have ever met in my life. The ADHD is what's allowed us to focus on the creativity. Hey, look, a squirrel type personality allows us to always be seeing new things and seeing new opportunities. And we built the support by relying on one another to help us take it to the next level. So that is why I'm here. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart and my team, to say thank you for this grant and how it has impacted us. And to give you an example using just one performer, what we do and how we help each other. Behind here is Victoria. She's a fire performer. I started working with her back in 2015, teaching her the business side of things. You see, she's in her late 20s, and throughout her whole life, she's never been able to hold a job for longer than 6 months. For one reason or another, whether it was the severe depression, the social anxiety, or just trying to fit into that square that the world tries to put us in with day-to-day jobs, just didn't work for her. So she found circus. 2015, we started working with her, which resulted in a $13,000 in profit in 2016, giving her a minimal income to help offset her challenges. By investing only 20%, turned that $13,000 into $38,000 in profit through 2017, including performances for Justin Bieber, the Dragon's Den, Lennox Lewis, just to say a few. And so it's allowed her to really launch herself and be well on her way to be able to do a job that she loves and give back to the community. Each one of our performers supports our local arts, helps kids and challenged youth in a number of different areas within our community. I can't get into it without spending too much time. But that's exactly what we're going to be doing with the grant. That investment, the grant we have received, we will be investing within the margins of a 20% marketing budget. If that 20% investment doesn't return an 80% ROI, we cut it off, shut it off. And what you're allowing us to do, we have 12 performers on our team, is allowed us to bring on additional support, expand the current support that we have, as well as bring on new performers and invest in them. Normally the performers have to invest in themselves. What you've allowed us to do is to take the ones that are committed and driven and are dedicated and disciplined enough to themselves and to growing themselves and bettering themselves and improving who they are both mentally and physically. Have allowed us to invest in them now instead of having to wait a year for them to develop the funds they need in order to invest in themselves. So thank you so much, like I said, from the bottom of my heart and from the heart of all my team. These are just a few of us here. I would like to say thank you, and please keep doing what you're doing. It is making a difference in lives.